Look at him go with these rocks.
Oh, shitloads of those little
What's he eating under there? Crabs?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little guy. Steve. Right there.
Where's he going?
Right in that opening.
See him shit.
You'll see him move. I'm staring at his ass. See the big tall tree coming down on an angle. Come right down to the bottom of the tree. There's a big root wad. You can see his head moving right now. There he is.
Just see it. Let's get down and go up to that.
Okay. Okay.
Turn around, there's an 8-footer. He's circling. He's circling the sound.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what the sound's going to be. No, I'm convinced. I'm gonna smell your ass first. I was gonna shot there.
Dude.
He's not tapering to a small head.
No. Yeah, like his body's got to catch up with his head.
It's like, why can't I smell you? I don't want to go any closer. There it is. There's the wind. Right at our back. That should do it. Now you got a lick of it. He's like, oh, no. But maybe?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vancouver Island. Got in yesterday, got in an evening hunt, and then it is 1:35 in the afternoon. I've been hunting since 7 today. You can gauge by the content thus far that we've been seeing bears, a few decent bears, nothing of the caliber that we're looking for yet. So I ended up having a few extra days. I was supposed to go someplace else for a hunt. That fell through. And I texted my buddy Steve on the island and I said, hey, I'm thinking about coming over, you know, how's it looking? And he had a couple days off and he said he'd be willing to kind of drag me around in his Zodiac and show me a couple spots over by where he is, which I'm super grateful for. This has been a blast. This is totally different than how I would typically hunt black bears. So basically what we're doing is cruising inlets. Now we have done some logging roads and I got a really great shot opportunity on a decent 6-footer earlier today that I decided to let pass. But most of the hunting that we're doing is kind of oceanside hunting. So you basically cruise these little inlets, you look for bears, and then if you find one you want to go after, you kind of go up to the next like kind of break in the beach, dock the boat, and then kind of put a stalk on them. So only have 4 days for this hunt. Like I mentioned, we're on day 2. Looks like the weather just broke. It's been pretty overcast and rainy thus far. And bears don't move a whole lot when it's like that. But as soon as this sun comes out, they should be coming out on all these beaches kind of around me. It's high tide right now. So that's the other part, is that I would like a lower tide because I need more beach exposed so that there's actual stuff for them to eat. They're eating like crabs and clams and other kind of sea life stuff right on the edge of the beach. So yeah, we're gonna sit here for a few hours. Steve had some work to do, so I grabbed the Zodiac and headed out solo for the afternoon, but I think he's available for an evening hunt. So I don't find anything right away. I'm gonna chill here for a few hours and then go back and pick him up and see what we can turn up. You're never gonna believe this. First thing in the morning, just came into my inlet. I've been hunting straight for the last 3 days. See one bear, dock the boat, get ready to put a stalk on it, look across to the other side, and there's another bear. And now I can't figure out which one's bigger. Worst problems to have. quick update. I'd already docked for the first bear. My gut said he wasn't the one that was quite as big, but he was still a great looking bear. I watched him for a few minutes before docking, so I could dock ahead of him in the direction he was going. And by the time I docked and made my way over there, he decided to turn around and head the other way. So the other bear is still reliably going the same direction, so I'm gonna get back in the boat, rip across the bay, and try and go make a play. Well, after a complete shit show, I let him go. You can actually see him. He's right there in the background. Super cool stock, but let him go. He's not the one. We need bigger. So, time to keep looking. Not a bad bear, is he? Dude. You want him? What? I'm gonna shoot him. Alright. Get in front of me a bit so I can get a video. It's gonna go down right there. It's right there laying down. Did you pin him? You rolled him. All right, so it's been an hour. Well, actually closer to an hour and a half. There was a battery issue with the camera, and we ripped back to town while we're waiting for this bear to expire. So I put an arrow in him probably an hour and a half ago, actually. After 45 minutes, I had a little walk in. I found really good blood, found my arrow, full pass through. So feeling good about the kill. We've given him enough time to pass away now. And we're gonna go walk in. I'll shoot some footage on the walk in, show you the blood trail, show you where my arrow landed after it went through him. And then hopefully, once we get past the edge of this slash, he's piled up just down here. He didn't go sprinting off after the first shot, so hopefully he's piled up just into the edge of timber. So fingers crossed. Oh, did he come back around this way?
Yeah, that's blood.
Yeah, he came back this way, then went through here. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he came down around, so he was bleeding already.
Yeah. That's pretty good for a black bear right off the bat.
Yeah. So see that?
Yeah, that's a good stripper. That's coming out of his chest.
Yeah.
But he definitely went down through this shit,
He
wrapped
went
around
down,
that tree.
through, and over.
Oh yeah, that's a bunch of blood right there. Oh, this is sketchy.
Oh yeah, look at him. He's just pissing all over here.
So he would have walked down on top of that log, right?
He must have walked on top of here because there's more blood. He must have been standing
On the log.
on the log.
Well, that's definitely an artery shot. Huh?
Well, there's the bear. She is definitely thick in here. It's about 30 yards from where the initial arrow strike was, and he's dead as a doornail. So we're gonna get him up out of this mess, and then we'll do a bit of a debrief. All right, we got some full-blown engineering going on here to get this bear out of here. So, we got the rope here, goes down into the slash, and then I'll show you the next bit of rigging we got done. Next up, we got a block on this tree so we can pull the bear up and over the hump and then through the slash to the road. Okay, hold up. Good. Good. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The first real hunt of the 2024 season is in the books. You know, normally I've got like this big kind of deep philosophical rant at the end of one of these things because I've spent 10 days in the backcountry, you know, getting my ass kicked, and I have all these, you know, weird musings that I want to share. I don't have a whole lot of that. This hunt was fun as hell. Like, I think I needed to be reminded of that. Like, I'm always so serious about hunting, and like this one was just hanging out with friends, chasing some coastal black bears. It wasn't grueling physically, it wasn't grueling psychologically. It was just a hell of a good time. Now, if there's one topic that I think we can use this hunt as a kind of vehicle to discuss, it's trophy hunting, because the title of this film is In Search of a Monster. I did not go to Vancouver Island to shoot a small black bear. I was looking for a monster. Now, the bear that I shot was 6.5 foot squared. So by that measure, not a giant. The skull was 18 and change, maybe 19. I haven't measured it as accurately as I could. I'm gonna Euro it first so I can get a better representation of like to the exact 16th. But somewhere between 18 and 19. So physically it's not a giant. But if you look at those teeth, I've sent that to 3 buddies, all of whom have been guiding for over 20 years, like guiding bears specifically for over 20 years. And everybody had a guesstimate between 15 and 18 years old. So this is a gnarly, old, grizzled black bear, like a coastal monster. Like, he's been in that forest and on those beaches for going on 2 decades. He had scars all over his head. His teeth are all jacked up. Like, he's just an old bruiser. That's a trophy. You know, with all these like hunters' rights conversations going around, we have this tendency to fall back on the I hunt for food, it's my right rhetoric. And I'm not going to say that's totally a bad argument to take. My issue with it, though, is I don't think it's wholly authentic. The bottom line is, hunting for food is one of the reasons I hunt,
but it's not even the primary reason I hunt. If I'm gonna be honest with you, like if you're just interested in clean organic meat, there's way easier ways to get it and cheaper ways to get it than hunting. The number one reason I hunt is that I love hunting. I love being outdoors. I love testing myself against nature, against other hunters. I love seeing what I'm capable of. And the better I get at it, the more challenging I want my hunts to become. And there's different levers you can pull to increase that level of challenge. You can do a harder hunt in more difficult terrain. You can go deeper. You can go longer. You can go someplace you've never been before. But one of the simplest ways to do it is limit yourself to more mature animals. And I could give you all the typical conservation arguments, but you've heard all those before. The real reason I'm trying to limit myself to more mature animals is that I'm trying to increase the challenge for me as a hunter. You know, the better I get at this, the more worthy of a foe I'm looking for, you know? And I think that needs to be okay. I'm not going to shy away from using the word trophy. Like if you think about it, a trophy is used to commemorate something that has sentimental value to you. And I know the antis don't like that word, but I'm not going to run away from it just because they don't. It's a significant part of my culture. And I get rugs made, and I get, mounts stuffed, and I get skulls euroed, and I do these things because I want trophies. I want sentimental symbols of the challenges I've faced and the things that I've been able to succeed. And I want it to be okay to talk like that. And I want more people to be okay talking like that and to set higher standards for themselves and search for bigger, older animals because they want to increase that level of challenge for themselves. Now listen, if it really is just about the meat to you, have at her. Don't care. If you just want to go out and smoke a couple bears every year, Lord knows we could use the predator management. I got nothing negative to say. But for that group of people who hunts for the challenge and the personal growth and the struggle, that's okay too. You don't have to just be a meat hunter, and you don't have to always be waving the conservation banner. These things are important, but that's not just who we are. We're more than that as hunters. So if anything, I knew it was going to be a little controversial because I'm passing up really nice bears. Everybody's going to be like, why are you doing that? And I'm doing that because I had something I wanted. And when that bear came up out of that slash, and the way he walked and the way he looked at us, he just held himself like an old bear. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, that is a bear worth taking home. Now, it's not over. I want to do better. And that's the struggle. It's how do you be satisfied with the outcome and yet still strive for even more greatness? And I don't have a simple answer to that, but I can tell you that I'm not done with my coastal black bear adventures, and I've got an even bigger target that I would like to hit now. I love hunting bears. I hope you guys, enjoyed this film. I hope you guys liked having Steve along. Hopefully we got some more adventures planned together. As always, if you could take a moment and just engage with this content, social media and YouTube is not hunting friendly. So any support that we could get for this, and thank you again to the sponsors, me, of course, Forged in the Backcountry and Mindful Reviews. Check the notes in the description below for more information on that. And this is just the beginning of the season. So we got lots more hunts, lots more films, and lots more adventures to come. So as always, thank you for tuning in.